sidelines is lined with casualties who sip the life casually, then gradually become worse. Don't bite the apple, Eve. Caught up in the in crowd. Now you're in style, and in the winter gets cold. In vogue with your skin out. City of sin, it's a pity on a whim. Good girls gone bad, the city's filled with them. Mommy took a bus trip, now she got a bust out.
The TCS New York City Marathon is truly a global event, and we're proud to have representatives from our partners at the United Nations with us today.
Since 1995, Modern Gypsies Productions have traveled the globe, thrilling audiences of all ages, shapes and sizes with original spectacle, entertainment, performance art. They've appeared on The Late Show with David Letterman, Fashion TV Lebanon, the front page of the New York Times. Modern Gypsies Productions has performed alongside superstars Madonna, Lady Gaga, and on stage with rock band Fish, to name but a few. Modern Gypsies.
Ladies and gentlemen, let the parade of nations begin. This country is the home of Mother Teresa, the only Nobel Prize winner. From that country, our flag bearer is Fikret Ardolik, proud to be bearing the flag because this year marks this country's 106 years of independence from the Ottoman Empire. Ladies and gentlemen, Albania.
Our next country is the largest in Africa, the 10th largest in the world, but only 12% of the total land is inhabited. The flag bearer is Sakre Barokba. Welcome, Algeria.
This country is the only country in the world with Catalan as its official language. The capital city, Andorra la Vella, is the highest capital city in Europe with an elevation of 1,023 meters. Our flag bearer is Juan Carlos Castaño. Ladies and gentlemen, Andorra. The city of Ushuaia is the southernmost city in the world, and the Latin dance and music called tango began in Buenos Aires. Our flag bearer is Facundo Gabriel Ramu. Bearing the flag has been a dream of Facundo's, and we would not only be representing his country, but would also be demonstrating that when you propose something, you can achieve it. With nearly 400 marathoners running on Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, Argentina! They were rowdy and energetic at the start. There are 3 times as many sheep than people living in this country, and it is the only continent covered by a single country. Our flag bearer is Geraldine Day Perkins, proud to representing her country and the charity Ronald McDonald House, where they've raised $10,000 with over 1,100 runners running at the TCS New York City Marathon, Australia.
The sewing machine was invented in our next country. The world's largest emerald, 2,860 carats, is displayed at the Imperial Treasury in this country. The flag bearer is Redinga Christian with 150 runners on Sunday. Welcome, Austria!
This country has 6 seasons instead of 4. It has Grismo, which is summer, Barsha, the rainy season, Sharat, autumn, Hemanto, cool season, Sheet, which is winter, and Bashanto, which is spring. Our flag bearer is Sadia Imran, possibly the only runner from this country who is also a female and has pledged to run all 6 major marathons. Ladies and gentlemen, Bangladesh.
Our next nation is the birthplace of Rihanna, completely surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean. The flag bearer, supported by her family to cheer her on, is Laurianne Wolseley. Welcome, Barbados.
Our flag bearer for this country is Maria Miller. Ladies and gentlemen, Belarus.
So our flag bearer for the next country has lived in the US for the last 10 years, but still feels her nation in her heart. With 300 runners, it's Belgium.
Our next flag bearer is Michelle Gagnier. She's representing Belize.
The flag bearer for the second year in a row for our next country is Shalane Mahou. Welcome, Benin.
Our flag bearer is Michelle Monish. Let's hear it for Bermuda.
So our next country has over 30 official languages. The flag bearer is Daniel Bayan. Welcome, Bolivia.
Our flag bearer is Tamara Majanovic. Let's hear it for Bosnia-Herzegovina.
So now it's time for New York City's favorite all-woman Brazilian drumline. They're available for all types of event at Fogo Azulni. Please welcome the Fogo Azul Drummers. And next, it's the largest country in South America. Running in her first marathon and carrying the flag is Annie Veloso Faria with 800 runners. It's time to welcome Brazil.
This is the oldest country in Europe that hasn't changed its name since it was first established back in 681 AD. Our flag bearer is Kremenia Chicheva. Let's hear it for Bulgaria.
It is the world's most educated country, with over half its residents having college degrees, the second largest in the world. The flag bearer will be 60 on race day on Sunday. She believes the world needs more Canada. Paula Rushman, welcome, Canada.
This is the world's longest country from north to south, measuring at 4,620 kilometers. Our flag bearer is Mauricio Palpern, first time running the New York City Marathon with over 200 countrymen. Let's hear it for Chile.
Next is the only country in South America that has a coastline on both the Pacific and the Caribbean Sea. Carrying the flag is Paula Garcia with over 160 in the marathon. Welcome, Colombia.
The average life expectancy of 77 years is one of the highest in the world. Our flag bearer is Laura Medina, who loves to run the marathon because she runs with her husband and friends. Over 175 Costa Ricans will run with her on Sunday. Let's hear it for Costa Rica.
The hit HBO series Game of Thrones was filmed in this country. We have a very special flag bearer, a survivor of 9/11, returning to the US for the first time since 2001. Myrna Marovic is the flag bearer, and the team is Croatia.
Our flag bearer is El Daudard. Let's hear it for Colombia. Excuse me, Cuba.
Our next nation's flag bearer only took up physical activity in 2016. It's Julian Engel, and it's a welcome to Cyprus.
The nation that brought us Pilsner Lager. Our flag bearer is Daniel Kucheva. Let's hear it for the Czech Republic.
A nation of over 100 islands. The flag bearer is Dan Christensen with 250 in the marathon. Hello, Denmark.
Are you ready? Everybody dancing.
So now we have a live performing group. It's Los Anduleros de Santiago, representing the carnival folklore of this Caribbean island, dancing to their festive music and showcasing their country's #1 tourist attraction, Carnival. The flag bearer running in her first marathon is Ivana Silverio with nearly 100 runners on Sunday. Hello to the Dominican Republic.
It is well known that this country is named after the equator, which runs through the country. Our flag bearer is Manuel Zambrano, and he runs with Smiles from Heaven Athletic Club, a youth group that participates in many New York Roadrunner events and is also a support group for over 30 kids. Let's hear it for Ecuador.
Our next nation invented the 365 days a year calendar, with the flag being carried by Omar Zaki. Welcome, Egypt.
This country is the only country in Central America that does not have a coastline in the Caribbean Sea. David Denarte is our flag bearer. Let's hear it for El Salvador.
Our next country has the highest number of supermodels per capita in the world. A beautiful country. Their president, Kirste Kaljujalad, is here today. The flag carrier is Andy Kivilian. Welcome, Estonia.
Our flag bearer is Habtamua Melaku. Let's hear it for Ethiopia.
From a nation of 332 islands, with the flag bearer Rohini, let's welcome Fiji.
Our flag bearer is Jari Hanilia. Let's hear it for Finland.
Our next nation's territories span 12 different time zones. The flag bearer is Eric Sobkowiak, and he'll be running in his 16th New York City Marathon. 2,500 runners will be representing France.
It was the first country in the world to adopt daylight savings time. Our flag bearer is Benjamin Frank, with over 1,500 participants on the marathon Sunday, Germany.
Our next nation was ranked as Africa's most peaceful country. The flag bearer is Lesbo Adu. It is Ghana. Windsor Castle is the oldest royal residence in the world, still being used by a royal family. Running for the third time in New York, the flag carrier is Jennifer Bowden. More than 2,000 will be running on Sunday. Welcome, Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Kathy Ioannou is the flag bearer for this country. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Greece.
Coffee is this country's biggest business. The flag bearer is Anna Cristina Garita, with over 80 running in the marathon. Welcome, Guatemala.
Its national motto is One People, One Nation, One Destiny. Running first marathon this Sunday, Sharina Prasad, our flag bearer, Guyana.
Independent since 1804, bearing the flag is Geraldine Aine, representing Haiti.
Our flag bearer is Irene Froelich, who was born in this country and all of her immediate family still lives there. Let's hear it for Honduras.
Our next nation has more Rolls Royces and more skyscrapers per head than any other nation in the world. Carrying the flag will be Dennis Waikunglui with over 200 runners. Welcome, Hong Kong, China.
Our flag bearer is celebrating his 20th anniversary with his wife here in New York City, and it's their first trip to the United States. Our flag bearer is Peter Holzer. Let's hear it for Hungary.
Our next live performing group is the Bhangra Dancers, the New York City Bhangra Dancers. Bhangra stands for joy, passion, and the colors of India. This energetic and popular dance conveys traditions and the modernity of India. And behind them, the world's largest democracy with 1.2 billion people, the birthplace of Freddie Mercury from Queen, with a flag bearer of Dina Xavier and over 120 runners in the marathon. Welcome, India.
Home to the world's largest lizard, the Komodo dragon. Our flag bearer is Rizal Arya with over 60 marathon participants. Ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia.
The only country in the world to have a musical instrument, a harp, as its national symbol. The Guinness Brewery is on a 9,000-year lease. The flag bearer is Joyce McGrath McFarlane with nearly 300 runners. Good evening and welcome, Ireland.
The Dead Sea is the lowest point on Earth at 1,315 feet below sea level at its lowest. Our flag bearer is David Ariel with over 60 runners. Let's hear it for Israel.
This country is home to Europe's only 3 active volcanoes. It has the biggest overseas delegation with 3,000 marathon runners. The flag is borne by Eleonora Battaglia. A big welcome to Italy.
In 1988, it was the first tropical country to send a bobsledding team to the Winter Olympics. Siegel N. Brown is our flag bearer and a running first marathon ever. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Jamaica.
Next, it's time for another live performing group. This time it is Taiko Aiko Kai. It has its roots as a living folk art and in classical traditions. And the music and associated choreography has evolved to be used in many forms, ranging from grassroots community celebrations to sophisticated jazz compositions. The Taiko Aiko Kai performing band. And behind them, a country whose national sport is sumo wrestling, although the most popular spectator sport is baseball. 400 runners in the marathon. The flag bearer is Makoto Koyama. Welcome, Japan!
The country has two distinct seasons, rainy and dry season. Our flag bearer, Avani Shah Patel. Welcome, Kenya!
The youngest nation in Europe, the flag bearer is Flaka Sejad. Welcome, Kosovo!
Our flag bearer is Belgium, Sabrebekova, representing Kyrgyzstan.
The next flag you see will be one of the three oldest in the world, dating back to 1279. It is borne by artist Nigals, and the country is Latvia.
The first airline in the Middle East is from this country. Our flag bearer is Naila Gergi. Let's hear it for Lebanon.
%12% of the world's ship fly this flag. The flag bearer is Kolaka Agai. Welcome, Liberia.
Our flag bearer for the next country is Tony Svetkovsky. Let's hear it for Macedonia.
The only place in the world you can find lemurs in the wild is this nation. The flag bearer is Raymond Christian Serge. It's Madagascar.
Our flag bearer is Eden Saya, looking forward to running on Sunday as it will be his first World Marathon major, Malaysia.
One of the world's smallest and most densely populated countries, with the flag borne by Agnes Mitzi, it's Malta.
Our flag bearer is Oscar Medina, and he'll be running with nearly 1,000 patriots from Mexico.
Our next nation is trilingual, Romanian, Russian, and Gagauz. The flag bearer is Lilian Floria. Welcome, Moldova.
3 of the James Bond films have been shot in Monte Carlo Casino. Our flag bearer, Jean-Luc Bellone, is from Monaco.
You can find a 2,000-year-old olive tree in this country. The flag is carried by Zoran Matkovic. It's Montenegro.
Berardi is our flag bearer, celebrating his 40th birthday this year. Let's hear it for Morocco. Our flag bearer is Paul Van Eden and is 6 feet 6 inches tall, with over 1,400 runners on Sunday, the Netherlands.
The world's first commercial bungee jump, the home of pop star Lorde. The flag bearer is Lisa Gibbinson. 200 runners on Sunday. Good evening, New Zealand. There are over 500 indigenous languages in this country. The flag bearer is Omaleo Harding Odo. Welcome, Nigeria.
Sven Il Sorlin is our flag bearer. Over 400 people are running from this country on Sunday. Norway.
This nation has the world's largest ambulance network. The flag bearer is Nazir Nayani. Welcome, Pakistan. In our next nation, you can swim in the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean in the same day. The flag is carried by Jazeel Morcillo. Nearly 30 runners will run the marathon for Panama.
Nicole Turlin is your flag bearer. Let's hear it for Paraguay.
The potato originates here. The flag bearer is Juan Carlos Mejia. With over 100 runners, it's time to say hello to Peru.
This country is the world's largest exporter of coconuts and tropical fruits. Our flag bearer is Althea S. Ambita. Let's hear it for the Philippines.
Our next nation is home to Europe's last ancient forest. With nearly 300 runners on Sunday, welcome Poland.
The next country was founded in 1128, making it one of the oldest nations in Europe. Our flag bearer is Tony Vicente. Let's hear it for Portugal.
With the largest population in the world at 1.3 billion, covering 5 time zones, with a flag being carried by Tia Tongsheng. 600 marathon runners. Welcome the People's Republic of China.
Our flag bearer is Linda Padilla Diaz and is the first person in her family to run the New York City Marathon and is excited to be carrying the flag. Ladies and gentlemen, Puerto Rico!
Our next nation has the tallest wooden church in the world, and it also generated the first perfect score in gymnastics with Nadia Comaneci. After 4 consecutive New York marathons, 3 times in the Parade of Nations, the flag bearer is Marius Yankulvicki, and it is Romania.
There are 9 time zones in this country. Our flag bearer is Igor Antipov with nearly 200 runners on Sunday. Let's hear it for Russia.
This nation's parliament has more female members than any other parliament in the world. The flag bearer, appropriately enough, is Rachel Zibe. It's Rwanda.
Our flag bearer is Dean Richardson. Let's hear it for St. Kitts and Nevis.
There are no rivers located in this country. It's the largest nation in the world that doesn't have a river. The flag bearer, Abdurrahman Sabak, welcomes Saudi Arabia.
Our next flag bearer is Peter Jovanovic, representing Serbia.
Our next nation's national anthem is in microtext on the back of their $1,000 notes. The flag bearer is Yan Nen Chang with over 60 runners on Sunday. Welcome, Singapore.
Our flag bearer in Italia is honored to represent her homeland and running her 4th running of the TCS New York City Marathon. Let's hear for the Slovak Republic.
From a nation famous from its brand of beautiful white show horses, with the flag bearer Matej Grunch and 40 runners on Sunday. Good evening, Slovenia.
The Dewana Smallwood Performing Arts Center Youth Ensemble will be out there performing. Our flag bearer is Chris Bolta. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for South Africa.
next nation has the most crowded flight path on Earth. The flag bearer is Yoon Hoi Kim with over 80 runners on Sunday. Welcome, South Korea.
Our next flag bearer is Vicente Ferrer. He is excited about carrying the flag with over 1,000 runners on Sunday. Welcome, Spain! Our flag bearer is Mohammed Rafi Wazir, born and raised in this country and now living here in the United States. Let's hear it for Suriname.
One of the most popular flavors of ice cream in our next country is salmiakki, or salty licorice, which can be coal black in color. The flag bearer is Johanna Bona with over 700 runners. Let's welcome Sweden.
Our flag bearer is Yannick Hermanier. Let's hear it for Switzerland.
23 million people live on an island the size of New Jersey. 160 marathon runners. The flag bearer, Min Chen Shea. Welcome, Taiwan.
Our flag bearer is Nachidit Sirisantana. With over 30 runners on Sunday, welcome Thailand.
The nation name means House of Sea. The flag bearer is David Edan. Welcome, Togo.
Our flag bearer is Sheldon Sucre. Let's hear it for Trinidad and Tobago. Serkan Aksu is our flag bearer. Welcome, Turkey.
Our next live performing group is the Ukrainian folk dance group of the Fred Astaire Brewster, proud to represent Ukrainian culture. The flag bearer is Vladimir Gogolshin with 35 runners on Sunday. Welcome, Ukraine.
Our flag bearer is Daniel Sheridan. Let's hear it for the United Arab Emirates.
Over half of the country's 3.3 million live in the capital, Montevideo. The flag bearer is Gabriel Oliveira, 40 runners on Sunday. Welcome, Uruguay.
Our flag bearer is Dinara Rafikova. Let's hear it for Uzbekistan.
With 70 marathon runners on Sunday, the flag carried by Rodolfo Chavsin, it's Venezuela.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Vietnam.
The only place in the US where you drive on the left side of the road. Elmer Williams carries the flag for Virgin Islands.
Our flag bearer is Ida Molenga. Let's hear it for Zambia.
And right behind their neighbors in Africa with the flag carried by Trudy Malanga, Zimbabwe.
This country hosts 3 of the 6 World Marathon Majors in New York City, Chicago, and Boston. It is also home to more than 50% of the runners at this year's TCS New York City Marathon. Paul Gonzalez is your flag bearer with over 38,000 runners on Sunday. The United States which have run in over 15 or more consecutive finishes at the New York City Marathon.
Well, now it's time to welcome the class of 2018 Hall of Fame runners. First, it's been a man who was the dominant marathon runner of the 2000s, twice a winner in New York, 3 times a winner and a course record breaker in London. And he is a legend of Kenyan distance running, Martin Lell. Alongside him, a Swiss racer who's triumphed over adversity, paralysed in a car accident in 1994, winner of the wheelchair division in New York, and also coming back to win Paralympic marathon gold in Beijing, Edith Hunkler. Then an Olympic medalist who holds the American record in 4 events, including the marathon. She made her debut in New York in 2001, Team USA member in Sydney and Athens. Welcome, Dina Castor. And finally, he's been a fixture at the finish line for 18 years, greeting and thanking every runner instrumental in the redesign, expansion and production of New York Roadrunners events in all 5 boroughs. It's his final event on retirement, but his legacy will live on. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, Peter Chacha.
And now for our professional athletes, we have Shadrach Biwat of the United States, Roberta Kroner, USA, Chris Thompson of Great Britain, Tamarat Tola of Ethiopia, Lisa Waitman of Australia, Josh George of the United States, and Susanna Scaroni of the United States.
So we are getting ready for our final countdown for the fireworks presented by Poland Springs. We're into the final minutes. Peter Chacha will lead the countdown and ring the gong to begin the TCS New York City Marathon fireworks presented by Poland Spring. Join in with the countdown. Stand by. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Somebody save your soul, cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want the good life every good night, you're a high one to hold. Cause you don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody save your soul, cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want your sex and your affection when they're holding you close. Cause you don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Every night when the stars come out, am I the only living soul around? Need to believe you could hold me down, cause I'm in need of something good right now. We could be screaming till the sun comes out, and when we wake we'd be the only sound. Get on my knees and say your friend change round. But I can make your hands clap.
return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up, first shot, hip strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, nope, y'all can't copy yet. Bad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music, I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT shit hustling. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'. Halfway across that city with the back crush shit. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Nah, can I kick it? Thank you, yeah, I'm so damn grateful. I grew up really wanna go fronts, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Y'all can't stop me, go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat. And I'm eating at the beat like it gave a little speed to a great white shark on shark week. Raw, time to go off, gone, deuces goodbye. I got a world to see, and my girl, she wanna see Rome. Caesar make you a believer, nah, I never ever did it for a throne. That validation comes from giving it back to the people. Now, sing this song and it goes like, raise those hands, this is our party. We came here to live life like nobody was watching. I got my city right behind me. If I fall, they got me. Learn from that failure, gain humility, and then we keep marching.
Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
I'm coming home tonight. Meet me in the valley where the kids collide into the morning. Oh my God, my town is coming alive. I'm coming home tonight. I know you're ready for the stars to fly into the morning. Oh my God, my town is coming alive. 'Cause I'm coming home tonight.
Fantastic. Those fireworks in association with Poland Springs, the whole opening ceremony for the TCS New York Marathon in association with United Airlines. If you thought that was good, the marathon's going to be very special. Do you know, I think you're the best